I'm Luke Manson, and this is the Kiwistyle podcast. Here I talk to my friends in the New Zealand hardcore scene and from around the world about what they've been up to and what they're gonna get up to. I'm the singer of the band Exile, and I've been playing in New Zealand hardcore bands non-stop for the last 19 years. And in that time, I've made a lot of good friends, and right here is where I'm going to share those stories on the Kiwistyle podcast. Today on the podcast, I've got Terminal Sleep from Melbourne, Australia. We've got 3 Kiwis and 1 Aussie playing in this band. Starting off with the Kiwis, Todd on the drums, Dustin on the bass, and Alessio filling in on guitar. His band is Starve from Melbourne as well. And finally, the only Australian in the room, I don't want to hear it. Jokes. Will on lead guitar. So if you're not from the Southern Hemisphere, this is a perfect opportunity for you to get familiar with the difference between a Kiwi, New Zealand, and an Australian accent. We filmed this podcast in the studio basement of New Century Hall in Manchester on the 31st of January this year. Funnily enough, this venue actually just had a studio downstairs. We were going to film this podcast in just the band room, and it just happened to be that there was a whole studio set up downstairs. It was Terminal Sleep's first time in Europe, opening for Kublai Khan, Gideon, and Gates to Hell on this massive tour across Europe and the UK. And for just a little bit of context, the Kiwi boys in this podcast are like the generation of New Zealand hardcore under me. So we would have played shows together in their early bands before they moved to Australia with a band called Hammer Time with 3 other Kiwis, Dylan Knuckles, a New Zealand hardcore legend who I need to have on this pod actually, Jordan Armstrong, who's also played guitar, bass, and drums for Exile and now plays in London hardcore band Headstone, and Keegan, who needs no introduction. I also filmed a vlog of the whole Manchester show and a multicam live set with desk audio of Terminal Sleep at the New Century Hall, Manchester. I'll leave the link to the vlog and the multicam live set in the description below. Now, before we get into this podcast, if you can hit that subscribe button, it's free. We're almost at 500 followers. Thank you. And if you didn't know, this channel has a Patreon. And this Terminal Sleep podcast has been up on there for the last few weeks. And right now, there's a new unreleased episode on the Patreon. And for a few dollars or £1, you can become a member and support the channel. And one last thing before we get into it, I've reprinted these Exile t-shirts. Designers by Jack from Raptor Designs and the guitarist of Guilt Trip. We only use artwork from our friends in the hardcore scene. All merch comes with a free sticker pack. I'll leave the link down in the bio below. And with that out of the way, it was awesome to meet up with the boys and talk about stories from home. There was a lot of good laughs. Hope you guys enjoy this one. This is Terminal Sleep on the Kiwistyle podcast. Let's get into it. All right, let's kick it off. 3, 2, 1. All right, boys, welcome to the Kiwistyle podcast.
How we doing,
We've
man?
got Todd, Dustin, Will from Terminal Sleep, and we've got Alessio from Starve, filling in for Terminal Sleep. We're on the Kublai Khan, Gideon, Gates to Hell, Terminal Sleep Europe tour. We're almost at the end.
Yep, towards the end.
Yeah.
How we doing? How we feeling?
We good.
Good. Tired,
good.
but good.
So tired.
Bit sick, but yes, we good.
Right.
Yeah, well,
Everyone's got the tour sickness the last week.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, Beck's going through it the most at the moment, but she's going to kick it. She'll be fine.
Did anyone ever test for anything?
No, it's definitely not COVID. We're sweet. Like, there's been like a spewy bug that some people have gotten.
And
So like 3 people have
Caleb
got
from
it.
Gideon would just like
Dustin
walk
gets
out
out.
of the bus and just spewed everywhere. The driver gets out of the bus and he's like, "Get on the bus!" And Caleb's like, vomiting all over the fucking car park. He's just like, "What do you want me to do right now?"
I suppose the best thing about the bus toilet is you can still spew into the bus toilet, right?
No.
I wouldn't.
Day one, bro.
Blocked.
Really?
Don't know how.
Because it's
Like-
obvious that you can't number 2 or number 3 if you're into
for
that.
some reason, like someone, I don't know what happened, but like it was fucking filled to the brim. Like
I
Of
reckon-
vomit.
Of piss.
piss.
Of piss.
Yeah.
I think it was
was
something
rough.
that happened before we got on the bus. There's a few bus issues that have been.
Because you guys have a nicer one than like we had a 22 bunk one where apparently we were in the big red, which is like run of the mill. The whole top is just like bunks. And I saw that you guys have like a chilling area. So at the top and at the bottom, right?
Yeah,
at the
bottom,
okay,
yeah.
we didn't have the top one. So.
2 lounges, yeah.
But it was definitely the last guy's fault.
No one shit. Like everyone knew
And they
not
have
to
like
shit in
that
it.
plastic thing as well for urinal shit.
Yeah,
Like,
you know not to shit
Yeah.
on the urinal pad, bro. Like, what are you, an animal?
Oh,
All right, this is nobody needs to know this much about tour, but one of the coolest things is sleeping on the bus, right? Like it's kind of like you're 15 again, and you've got like a treehouse or whatever.
Yeah.
You like go up
Yeah.
those like little
That's
narrow
it.
stairs, pick out a bunk.
Depends on what drivers you have, though.
Brother.
Fuck me.
Oh, have you been getting some brake checks?
right.
We've been getting brake checked. Hard. Couple of days.
Like that every morning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wake you up. Dude.
Did you also notice the difference between like real nice like German autobahn roads, and then you turn up to the UK and
It's bumpy as hell.
Yeah, but
There was a whole like motorway that was just like every like 10 meters was like a hard like line. It felt like
Yeah, like
it felt like
dang,
like a
dang.
mini fucking what do you call them?
Speed bump.
Speed bump, yeah.
Oh,
It's like
no way.
king for like half an hour.
it's amazing.
oh man, I used to sit in the bunk and just like wonder if I was gonna like die.
Yeah.
Do you ever have that thought? And
I'm
I
right at the
always
front,
think
bro.
that I was gonna like roll off. You know, like in Fast and the Furious when they're going like on like those cliffs in like Italy and shit.
Oh, yeah.
I'd always just imagine in my head all of a sudden I'm sleeping, and then it would just. I'd just be falling off in a really nice place.
Okay.
This is horrible to talk about because there's been plenty of bands who've got in accidents and got really hurt and stuff.
Yeah.
But I'd be sitting in the bunk just be like wondering if that would happen to me. And like
Yeah.
you know, when you're all alone and
I'm right at the front, so I would get
Yeah,
pumped.
you're going to get clipped
Us four,
first,
yeah,
for
and
sure.
Vic, yeah.
Yeah, all at the front. I'm above the drivers, and they just play like German rave music all night to try and keep away. Polish. Yeah, Polish.
what does that sound like?
Dus, 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 dus,
And a
and
little Berghain downstairs every fucking day.
No
need
way.
earplugs. but
You've never heard any like do us.
Nah.
no do hust on this tour.
I feel like I'll get out of the bunk straight into the pilot seat. So, how many nights have you been on the bus? Like 2 weeks already?
I think so.
Yeah,
More
we
than
got
2 weeks.
four shows left.
Yeah.
Got 18 all up. So
Yeah.
whatever that is. 14, 2
But
weeks.
how cool is living on the bus compared to like, you know, because you guys would have done tours of Australia, right? You've got
It's
those
definitely
massive
a
drives. So
luxury compared to a van.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Having like the space to sit.
Yeah.
We got fucking 2K.
Yeah,
on
we
the
got
PlayStation and shit.
like bottom and upstairs lounge.
what
Take-
games?
Take the rose. Got
Tekken, 2K.
I've
Call
been
of Duty.
smashing gates at Tekken. Dustin's been smashing gates at 2K. Todd's been.
Have you played Gates at 2K? Have you played Trey yet? Did you win?
Shout out Trey, 2K.
Did you win?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So you're king of the...
I don't know about that, but yeah.
Yeah, I just get on really drunk at the end of the night and get my ass whooped.
Because you're not a gamer.
No, not.
He plays the
But
shittest
no.
games.
I play
He
Zelda and
plugged
shit.
his fucking Nintendo Switch in, and he pulls up this fucking RPG game, which is fine. Like, it's like fine, but he gets into this map, and it's literally green.
Yeah, it's
That's
just
all you
grass.
see. His green
grass.
and
It's
like
a
his
long time.
characters,
It's just-
and then he gets into a battle, like a random battle, and then he just presses auto fight. So it's not even fun to watch.
It's
So
good.
when you're watching this, are you watching this from like your curtain, being like, "Oh, Todd's on the
no,
PlayStation
no,
again"?
no.
I
Put the dot down in
He
the
was like, "Oh,
lounge.
let me put on my games."
I took it out.
You and Dan from Gideon, the two switches.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, right.
Fortnite's
that
been a
shit.
huge one.
Yeah.
Fortnite's been a huge one on tour for the Gideon and
Elmo.
Elmo, the sound guy,
Yeah.
legend.
Yeah.
How's it been hanging with how many other people on the bus? Like, is there another 15 people on the bus?
Yeah. It's been like...
16, yeah.
I've been on heaps of tours.
Buns.
I've been on heaps of tours beforehand when there's been like one knobhead in the band. Like usually older American bands.
Yeah.
I won't say who, but there hasn't been like, what is it, 22 people on the bus?
Yeah.
Everyone's awesome. There's like
Oh, not
zero
everyone.
dickheads.
The drivers are not fucking
Driver's a bit how you going, but like we've got very, very lucky. And
Yeah.
everyone's super like
Everyone's a
welcoming
legend.
and chatty and it's
Yeah.
nice.
Legend. It's been awesome.
It's good.
That's sick.
Yeah.
The what was I going to say? The bus, people on the bus,
Travel.
Bus drivers.
everyone on the bus.
Yeah, people
I
on
tell
the
you
bus,
what,
eh?
when you get kind of used to it though, like, you know, one of the coolest things I like about the bus is that it rocks up to the venue, and then you've always got like a home next to the venue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you can snooze. Getting sleep is the biggest one, especially
Oh,
for like a
mate.
singer, like, and if you're sick or
Yeah.
just anything, because
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are still packing up at like, you've got to be out of venues at 10:30. It's a little
Yeah.
bit,
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
little bit earlier than like local shows. But if you've like, especially if you don't have to drive, like if the bus is parked there till 5 a.m. and you got to drive to the next country, people are like, oh, we're going to stay at the venue and drink. Do you know what I mean? And it's cool to just have like somewhere to just chill.
Yeah. It's been a few nights where they've taken the bus away, and 2 nights because we went to Ireland. We've
So we have to do the crossing,
ferry. So
Then I was fucked.
play show, parked outside a club that is like full of just like 17-year-olds, like Bar 101 sort of style, and then parked out there till 2 a.m. Try and sleep. Ferry at 3:15, delayed till 4:30. Getting back to UK at like 7 a.m. No one's really slept, and then load in at 1 o'clock.
Yeah, that was a rough one.
PM.
That was the worst drive for sure.
Those two, but so there's stuff like that, but it is nice to have a bunk.
At least you've got somewhere to lie down while it's happening.
Yeah.
I used to, when we did a van tour, it's like 2013 with Parkway around Europe, and I remember just like closing my hoodie and tying it in a knot and just being in the front seat, and then putting like something around my forehead too against like the back of the seat.
Oh,
as
so you
well.
couldn't come forward?
So I couldn't come forward, but I could just breathe out like the whole.
You do what you have
I
to.
remember the driver hit the brakes hard, and he used to have this like Freddy Krueger like toy on the dashboard. And then when I opened up my hoodie, we were in like the Swiss Alps, and I looked down at the little Freddy Krueger, and he's like moving like. I was just like, I look at the driver, and I was just like, you know, I guess shit happens. I'm not going to rock up about it. But what I just remembered of my funny story about the bus, about when we were touring with 1056, and there's like 4 French guys in there, and it'd be cool because we were bunking right next to those guys, and they'd be like call their missus at night and just like talk shit in French, and they'd always be like listening, you know, they'd be like wonder what he's saying because they knew no one could understand.
Doing the naughty ones.
Risen of their girlfriends.
Sounded like on though, you know, because you can't do that right in English. Everybody else speaks English.
Quiet,
How's it going, babe? Yeah, tour's awesome.
It definitely
Miss you
doesn't.
heaps.
Definitely doesn't feel like there's 20 of us on the bus.
Nah.
How many is it? 22.
23.
Three. Yeah.
So first time in Europe for who?
From
Well,
us.
yeah, for us, both of us, first time ever. Alecio's been to Italy, but nowhere else, right?
This guy's been toured. You toured.
Yeah, I've toured a lot here in previous bands, but that's been van, like sprinter tours.
So you're enjoying the camper van pretty much.
Yeah, well, the bus is sick. It's like a different. I think there's positive and negatives of both.
Oh, okay, so give me the. Well, fucking run me through.
I think you get like maybe a little bit more alone time when you're doing the sprinter ones because you get the hotel. It's usually like 1 or 2 people in a hotel room. So, but this is like you're always fucking around people, but you have the beds and you can sleep and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I like bus touring better.
Okay.
What do you like better?
I like the bus because the hotel is always far away. Like even like you've always got to walk to it. I really like that the bus parks outside the venue.
Yeah.
And if you forget something like your phone charger or you want to change your socks or you want to change your shoes, it's like it's not a big deal. That's what I like. And then I think sleeping, just from I think for vocalist point of view, just like rest and then somewhere to literally avoid people, because if you're in the sprinter or you're out in front of somebody and then because you want to talk, you want to network, and someone sees you like. But if you need vocal rest, then it needs to be like hardline, and you can close the sheets and just stay in the bus.
Yeah, because you can't do that in a fucking small pub. It fucks you. Yeah, it's different. I like that the bus you get more time to actually hang out in the city because you're right there in the morning.
Yeah.
But I'm just shit at sleeping when the bus is moving.
Well, I guess the bus, if you want to go somewhere, the bus won't take you to. So if you're in a sprinter and you want to go see something, you've got to hop on a line and go see it. So, but what's your point of view of Europe for the first time?
It's crazy. Europe was interesting, right? Because but like out of touch, like not being able to speak to people and stuff. I freaked when I first got here. I tried to order a coffee and I don't know. I've been doing like Duolingo, you know. I'm like about 10 days in, so I go up and hello.
I think I've got you in Duolingo, but you're learning Japanese.
Am I?
Eh?
No.
Oh, were you learning a European language?
I was learning.
You're like, konnichiwa. Coffee, please. Sir, this is Italy.
I came in and then I'd try and say the things that I'd learnt on Duolingo, and so they start talking to me in German, but then I know nothing past normal formalities, so they just start talking to me in German. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I had no idea. So I was like, I just needed to start speaking in English. So at least they'd just be like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a culture shock, though, because I mean, like, I'm from a small town in Nahopi. You guys are from Hamilton,
Hamilton,
and Philippines.
Manila,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, it's not the conversation that everyone has or says, but like when you go to a different country and people talking different language,
Yeah.
it's buzzy.
We've definitely had that a few times.
Todd's been wearing shorts like the whole fucking tour.
brother.
And they're like,
Germany.
we're going to Dusseldorf and it was -2 and he was just rocking around. He had his gloves on and a hood, but just like pins
Shorts.
out, and everyone's just like walking past going, what the fuck is going on?
So
A lady on the train like shook her head like
Shook her head at me.
really up here.
He's like,
she was sitting next to him. He sat down. She looked at him, shook her head, stood up, and walked away.
Did she say something? Did she use it under her breath? Nothing. Just looked at you and just gave you the evils.
There was
Very
a boy.
rude
There was a
move,
boy who approached you,
oh, yeah, some.
said something like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think I'm imagining he said, why are you wearing shorts? But I couldn't understand him. So he was like a little Ishe lad.
Oh, was he? Was he wearing TNs?
Maybe I don't know.
He was like their German
Oh,
equivalent.
we seen the bootleggiest TNs out in fucking where were we?
Belgium.
Belgium, yeah.
How sick is seeing castles for the first time?
Yeah.
Because
Well,
New Zealand doesn't have castles or nothing like that. It's like
Yeah.
crazy
Crazy
seeing a
cathedrals,
castle on the
right?
hill, and I'm like,
Yeah.
it was
you know the Leonardo
Cologne.
DiCaprio meme? It's like real
Well,
castle.
The cathedral in Cologne.
Oh,
that
that's
was fucking
insane.
hectic.
Blew my fucking mind, bro. I
Yeah.
was like, holy hell. Like seeing shit that old, you know, like Australia and New Zealand,
And
like
like
a couple
how
hundred years.
tall that fucking thing is. Like, holy shit.
Yeah. Who did they get to build this stuff?
That was sick.
Crazy.
But Europe, like venues, they have catering. You can shower. Like, it's just, they
Yeah.
have lockers as well for, you know, the crowd's like,
For the crowd, yeah.
Yeah.
Like the way that it's set up is so insane.
that's what I
compared
like
to
about Europe.
Australia and New Zealand.
Industry,
you know?
eh?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you guys have already, we'll get into this later in the pod, but you guys left from New Zealand to Australia and you went up in a massive level of, you know, industry, and then you come here and it's like a business.
Another
there's
one,
agents,
yeah.
there's managers, there's TMs. Like, how many people work at this venue? That I was just,
I
are
don't
you on
know.
the tour? They're like, no, just work here. There's a job for everyone.
There's a lot of like, I think the main difference between Europe and the UK and that New Zealand and Australia is they actually have like way more government funding.
Yeah.
Especially in Germany. So they just put fucking heaps of funds into these
Into
venues,
arts and
into
stuff,
arts and
yeah.
stuff.
It's insane.
And that's why it's so set up. It's
Cool
the
that
best
arts
part.
encompasses heavy music like that in these
as
places.
well, yeah.
100%.
Yeah, because I actually think that I think France is really good for it. I think those 1056 guys are actually on like an artist benefit.
Oh,
Right.
shit.
That's
You know what I mean?
For when they're like not
Like the
on tour
Dol-
or whatever.
the
Like,
Dolby.
Yeah.
What the hell?
So how cool is that?
Is that landmarks
that's
as
fucking
well?
sick.
Is that from France, right?
Yeah, I mean they could be. I'm not sure if this is something they talk about personally. Maybe I could cut that out, but but how cool is that? Because it
That's
just
fucking sick.
it comes in spirals, right? Because it's even less in New Zealand. And when you go to Australia, you guys get like the
grant.
like the grants, and you get the free baggage on the airlines too.
Yeah.
Bro. Every
So they have
time
that?
Virgin.
Virgin does, yeah. No, in New Zealand it never happened. So
right.
every time I see an Air New Zealand post, I'll be like, or Qantas, because Qantas and Virgin are the same, right? I'll be like, do this because they do it there, and it would just like people would just start flying instantly because you know you've got to spend $150 each way on 2 extra bags.
Yeah,
It's
it's
crazy.
insane. Like being a drummer, like I get 4 check bags, so all of my drum gear and an extra bag if I need for free. It's like crazy,
Yeah.
right?
So imagine
it
if you
would
could
cost
do
so
that
much.
in New Zealand, yeah.
Yeah.
Or imagine if you did that from New Zealand to Australia.
Yeah,
That'll be sick.
Yeah.
it would help so much.
But I mean, it's all cash, right? So
That's it. Yeah.
We haven't been checked on as much on the bus, which I thought we would be.
You check them.
Oh, yeah. I got real pissed in Switzerland and made a fool of myself, but across the border. But like previously driving in a Sprinter, especially if you're coming from like Eastern Europe into Germany, you probably had the same where you get pulled over by the German guards and they look through all your shit.
if you got a British number plate,
Oh, okay.
they look at your number plates by country and they pull you over. And then also, if you come over, depending on where you hire the van and you do that whole tour, your van's going to be funny, right? Because the driver's going to be on the other side.
Yeah.
So whichever way you go, wherever you got it from, is going to be different.
Because we hired in Dusseldorf, so we're in Germany,
Oh yeah.
but we were still getting pulled over. Like
Ah.
nearly every time coming through from Eastern Europe or from the south somewhere,
Yeah.
they pull over and look through your shit and get a dog
Yeah.
and stuff, yeah. But
We're lucky
yeah.
with the whole, was that carnet or whatever you call it?
Oh, they're bringing stuff into
Yeah, we
the
will-
UK.
yeah.
Got super lucky and they just disregarded because we have got way too much merch. So we had like boxes of merch.
Yeah.
We like kind of hid it behind all the gear.
Yeah.
It's like, hopefully they don't see this shit, and I didn't even mention it.
Wow.
So it's like, cool, avoided all that tax bullshit. So
Yeah.
We turned up with one and we tried to show it to somebody at the airport, and like no one even knew what to do with it. They had to look through like the contents list on what is a carnet and then call someone up.
yeah.
So it's weird how it's like extremely needed, but when it's needed, it's like it's so blasé.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we didn't do any of that with the gear, which we meant to do. But it's like, if you got a touring bus with 4 bands on it,
Who's gonna check that?
who's going to be fucking buying gear to sell in a different, you know, like that's the whole
Yeah.
so we got lucky with that.
The UK border crossing from France. Yeah, and the lady like checking. She's like asking what we're all doing. she's like 4 bands, 1 bus, 22 people.
You're up to auntie.
I thought it was like an actual big band, like with brass and shit.
Oh.
Like just like 22 people in the one band.
Oh,
Yeah, I know that.
like the symphony orchestra.
yeah.
So
That was funny.
Not this time, G. Let's talk about how cool it is. So you guys are opening up. So
yeah.
let's just put it into perspective. So like in just a small band from Australia,
Yeah.
just everyone is just trying to make it happen, and it's your first time over here in Europe.
Yeah.
Opening with some awesome bands. Kublai, been around for ages. Gideon, probably been around for longer,
Yeah, longer.
maybe.
Yeah.
And then Gates the Hell is an awesome new band.
Yeah.
Is it
Around-
sick being on tour?
It's cool. It's
been really
cool
cool.
as fuck.
Yeah, it's awesome to like do it. You know, something that I think we've all wanted to do for a long time. So actually, like making it, and I'm 31. This is my first time in Europe, like doing the music thing as well. Like, it's cool.
Extremely relatable, G. I'm 37 and just moved to the UK to do music as well. There's never not a good time, but the time is definitely now.
Yeah, you just have to
You know
do
what
it,
I mean?
eh?
So
So
it popped back up as good.
you know, life is long. I mean, you might think you're old in like 30s, but
Yeah.
there's still 60 years to live. I don't know what you think you're going to get up to, but it's not going to be this.
I'm not going to be getting to 100 though, but yeah.
Yeah. 100, you reckon?
No, you said 60 years, and I'm like, I'm not getting to a fucking 100.
Oh, 30 plus 60. There's 90, right? Yeah.
I never learned maths as a child.
Yeah, we're all musicians. So good.
I think you couldn't have asked for a better lineup, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah.
So in line with what everyone's doing, and then must be cool seeing Gideon, because that's like a legacy band that's had like a return, and
Yeah.
like a return to sound, and
And they're pumping as well.
Yeah.
Their shows are sick. They're awesome dudes.
It's cool, it's
legend.
cool to hear all the stories. We were on the first day, Todd and I were talking to the guitarist Tyler, and he's talking to us about playing New Zealand,
Yeah.
doing the Zeal venues, and then like we
Touring with Vasily
Yeah.
and Saving Grace and
Exactly, yeah.
that. This is wild. 2014. Yeah.
I forgot about that tour until you had reminded me.
Yeah.
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 So
He pulled up the poster. He showed us the poster. He's like, "What's this poster?" And it's like
Declaration
ODR
AD.
Productions.
oh yeah, I got to get Ollie and Mike on.
Yeah.
But
Oh, word. Yeah, that would be
yeah,
awesome.
that'd be
Yeah.
cool, right? But that did you say it was 2014?
That was, yeah.
Oh, because I said that the Burial played it, but Burials wasn't there. We did that Marauder reunion in
it was
2014.
Marauder. Yeah, that we all
Yeah,
played.
yeah. That's
It's
right.
about
Oh,
30
yeah,
I
to
thought that
Marauder,
they had
sure.
come earlier.
to about 30 people, yeah.
Or in Hamilton. So the
Yeah, I
Auckland
was
show,
there.
the Marauder Auckland show was like out the gate. All the
was
old
it?
heads like moshing and stuff, and then we went to Hamilton,
Right.
and there was like a pool party with like foam and stuff next door.
Yeah.
And like it was like a floor show on like lino, and
That was rough.
it's
yeah.
actually not the worst show I've ever played, but it's the second.
Well, I played with it. Me and Alessio actually played with Ringworm about 6 months before or after that, and there was probably about 12 players at that one, which was pretty
I was
rough.
one of them.
Oof.
Yeah, he was one of them. Yeah,
That was on the tour that went through Australia as well, wasn't
yeah,
it?
which was real good. I think they were all on Break the Ice.
Yeah, so I went to that. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah,
But before we move on to like New Zealand stuff, tell us something that you've learned from being on this tour that you're going to take home with you, and that you're potentially going to pass on to younger bands and yourself.
I'm gonna steal Eli's guitar pedal settings. He's got like this EQ pedal that he switches on when he does his dive bombs, and then he makes it sound real sick. So I'm gonna take a photo of that and add it to the pedal board.
nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
oh no, I don't know. I just don't.
I think it's I got one, which would be sussing the quantity of merch you're ordering. So if like when we ordered this merch, we had got a estimated amount we would sell, and they gave us way too much.
I think that's
I think that's a
that's a
common thing.
Yeah.
So it's
like
I get it now why they do it, because
Yeah.
then you have too much left over and you have to try and sell through their store.
Yeah.
Yeah, you give
So
it back
that's
to them.
a hot tip for everyone watching this.
Yeah.
Suss that.
Yeah, check it.
Yeah.
Check that.
How about you, Dustin? What have
It's
you,
like
what have you learned about the
bus
bigger?
etiquette as well, like, loading in, loading out. And as an opener band, you try to make sure that you're there all the time, helping out and
Do your bit.
pull your weight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I accidentally slept through today's one. I slept for 2 days, and last night was the first time I got to actually
happens,
fucking
man.
sleep. So I was like, my covenant's already been done.
It's all good. Manchester, January 31st. You missed loading.
I'm done.
Yeah.
What about you, Todd?
I don't know. I actually can't think of anything. I don't know.
I think one thing that I learned and that I took back, and every time there's an Exile headline show, I make sure that everyone turns up, every drummer turns up with their own cymbal stands and their own cymbals, and that they put them on before they play.
Yeah.
So changeovers can just happen
much
like
quicker,
that.
Yeah, just be ready.
Everyone
be
knows the
professional.
local changeover, eh?
Yeah, man.
45-minute changeover,
Yeah,
15
man.
minutes.
Yeah. Pretty dead
And you
speed,
get
like-
so in tune, like, after you come off this one and there's been like 15, 20-minute changeovers and you go back home to that next local show, you'd be like, because what are you doing in between?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just
And
cymbals and shit, eh?
as much as the show's for you, it's also about for the crowd, right? So it's about
Exactly.
that experience. So anyone who's like waiting around.
Everyone wants to go home.
Yeah, great.
Get it over with.
And this like sounds corny, but like just try to be professional
Yeah.
Yeah.
and like be easy to work with for everyone. So
Yeah, just don't be a loser.
Yeah, because if you're unprofessional, that shit spreads.
yeah, and it's
chat if you're being a
everyone
fucking
happy, like
Yeah,
Easy.
make it enjoyable for everyone.
Yeah.
yeah.
Checking in with everyone as well. Like, all of us have been getting sick on the tour. Like, not just Terminal Sleep, but like Kublai, Gideon. Everyone's been getting sick. So just like checking in every day, getting Liveset, getting like medicine and stuff.
Yeah, helping each other out, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. It's a mad vibe, eh?
Yeah,
It's a mad vibe.
It is, bro.
I know when you get home, it's all good to see your missus, but when you get home and you're not loading into the van, and you're not with the boys, you're like, oh man, it's real good to be home with you, babe, but fuck, I miss 20 other dudes.
I miss lifting orange cabs up a set of stairs. Goddamn.
I'm gonna lose my gains from that MPEG 8x10.
Those fucking inverters, the small things, but fucking.
You guys traveling with voltage inverters?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, buy
fucking-
gear that has multi-voltage things. Campers have those. Everything has multi-voltage.
Is it Gideon's rack? Is that what's using it?
No, it's the backline.
It's a bad one.
It came with the backline.
What?
Yeah.
Why is the back? If it's UK backline, why would it be not on the 240?
I don't know. But
I don't know.
we do have two inverters.
Mysteries of the
and
world.
Yeah.
Heavy as fuck.
Well, let's dial it back to Dinsdale and Hamilton. So,
Dinsdale. I'm not Dinsdale, bro.
Dirty Dale.
I was born on the fucking bathroom floor on Victoria Street. It doesn't get any more
next to the
Hamilton
rotor
than that.
shop. Right under a Mazda RX-3 wagon,
That's it.
13B PP, just right under that
Wash
drop.
world.
The wash wheel.
Wash world, you remember that?
I'll call him
T-Street.
Todd. Just,
Hell yeah, bro.
you might be one of Mad Mike's sons.
Yeah, could be.
I got a fucking tattoo from that. What was that tattoo parlor?
Rotor on Victoria?
Nah, what was that tattoo parlor on Victoria Street?
801.
801.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Sure, I'll
I
send you.
blasted over it recently, but
Oh.
$50 like flash day.
Yeah. What did you blast? Is that thing that sometimes out of the corner of your eye, it's like running down the side of the room? And you're like, oh!
No, that's a Stav logo. That's
Oh,
a,
that's just...
that's a,
What if it's like house centipedes? That,
that's a
like,
house image, yeah. That's dope, bro.
every time I see one of those, bro, I lose it, bro. I'm so scared of them.
Yeah, fucking creepy as hell.
That's so pretty.
It's dope.
Oh.
Yeah, funny.
So what's special about this is that you guys are part of like a greater like friend group. So like you guys, Jordan,
Yeah.
Armstrong, Keegan. I mean, it's not my fucking friends, so you guys name some more, but those are the two guys that I know are part of your friends.
Patrick and shit.
Dylan, Patrick.
Dylan Moody.
Yeah,
Dylan,
Dylan.
fucking-
Mr. Walker.
Yeah, Dylan Walker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Patrick Laundry.
So did any of you guys go to high school together?
Yeah, so I actually moved high schools after I met Alessio.
Son of a fucking man, he wanted to hang out with me.
Yeah, so
straight
like, after like we
Oh,
met
mum.
and started being like in bands together, I moved to like from Hamilton Christian School to Fraser, and then there's like a whole group of Hamilton Christian School people like Brooke Duckett, Joseph was there.
Isaiah there when you?
Yeah, Isaiah was there. Isaiah was the one that like got me on drums and stuff because they had a Blink-182 cover band in the morning, and their drummer was in Morrinsville, and he'd come on the Morrinsville bus late, and so they'd get me when I can't remember how many years younger, but I was like 10, just started, so it'd be like, oh, come on, you can play the damn it cover if you can play fast enough and shit, and that was kind of...
You guys were playing music at 10 years old?
Not me.
I started drumming when I was 10, and my first show was when I was 13, like a metalcore band.
No way.
That's wild.
2007.
That's insane.
So it's like an out of school show?
Yeah, that's what I mean. So like we did
That's
shows
hectic.
at school, and then my first show at like a licensed all-age pub, Yellow Sub, was in 2007. I was 13, and that's where I met Alessio at that first show, and he would have been like 15.
True.
Yeah. So
And you're a punter. You were just
no,
like,
he was playing as well.
oh, you're playing in the band too?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, no way.
his band Unspoken For and my band Grasping Silence, which turned into Nightmares, which is like a grind band that played at Void and shit.
Unspoken For turned into Past the Sky, which was like a metalcore O Sleeper ripoff band.
And I played bass in that.
And then you moved to vocals.
Yeah, and did vocals in that.
And what year was this?
So that show was 2007, and then it went through... Nightmares' last show is on YouTube. It's 2011. I think we did maybe like one or two kind of reunion ones, and Past Sky was similar time. And then I had like a year or two off. You were in Valjean, moved to Melbourne. And then got asked to join Hammer Time after Sam Nash left.
Yeah.
And then that's probably like 2013. That's when we met Dustin.
Yeah.
Fight through that.
True.
Then I moved home and joined Hammer Time, and
Yeah. The rest is
rest
history.
is history, mate.
Sick. And then, so 2013, you appear in Hamilton.
Nah, so I moved to Hamilton from Manila.
Yeah.
2008.
Oh, yeah,
Maybe?
okay.
Yeah, I was 19. Then just like in and out, like MySpace, Hamilton hardcore. First show was Ward Lane, Blacklisted,
Oh, yeah, cool.
and then first local show was at the Palace.
Yeah.
Crywolf, Masada, Everyman,
Yeah.
and
cool.
some other bands here.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
Cry
we're all
Wolf
kind
and
of-
Everyman was awesome, mate.
Yeah.
Crywolf.
That was a cool era.
I got into Crywolf, like one of the only New Zealand bands apart from Antagonist was Crywolf that I got into.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
think
no way.
like BGO or some shit.
Yeah.
Someone may have posted
Broken
it.
Glass Online. It was like the punk cars of Australia.
Oh, I didn't know,
Yeah,
know
no,
about
about
it.
BGO.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cancelled now.
Oh, yeah. Well, similar to
Punk
Punk
Ass,
Ass, which
yeah.
is also called.
Yeah, that's some
Yeah.
pretty
It was
cooked threads
run
on
by
that.
Crafter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
No wonder that's gone. Crafters look good. I did a tour with him. I did I filled him for Confession and did like a China Southeast
that's
Asia tour.
right. Yeah.
And it was like out
I
the
remember
gate.
that.
Yeah, the drummer. Have you ever met Jake Dargaville?
No, I
drummer?
haven't. I heard about him when I moved
Absolutely.
over.
He's actually a Kiwi.
Yeah.
He's actually a Kiwi. He started. He used to go to early Antagonist shows and watch Izzy, and was like another. Izzy will never admit this because he's too much of a G, but so many people were inspired by Izzy, and
He was my number one. I
Right, that's the Dogfather, right?
was watching
Dogfather.
me and Jordan watching Izzy play, and Jordan was like, bro, he hits so hard, and that's where I learned how to hit hard and like how much of a difference it is for drums. He's the G, bro.
Yeah.
He's the one.
Izzy, man, so cool, so cool.
Izzy AD.
I can like close my eyes and see it, but just like looking over my shoulder and seeing his like crooked hat, his
every
crooked
time,
flat
yeah,
peak, and then crossed up hands.
Big ass
Yeah,
snare
man.
drum, casual
Yeah.
snare drum.
Yeah,
Thing's
legend.
huge. Yeah, I love it, bro.
So moving to Hamilton, who were the first people that you met?
The Jarretts.
Oh yeah,
The Jarretts. So it's a Palace, like the whole Palace crew. Dylan, he won't admit this, but like I messaged him on MySpace as well. We
Yeah.
met. I think he was with Sam
like I
Nash.
said, MySpace. Shame.
Yeah. Yeah, MySpace. But then, yeah, because I was like in and out of the hardcore scene because I didn't know anyone. But yeah, the Jarretts and Dylan and the Palace crew chums in that.
Yeah.
And what was happening in Hamilton? How do you? Well, I mean,
What do you mean? What was happening in Hamtown Smackdown? It's still happening, guys.
I turned up for
Capital,
like the
bro.
cool stuff because I was coming from Auckland, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
like you guys were playing in local bands in the local scene, you know what I mean? I would have only turned up when I had to play a show, so you guys were playing all the shows in between. So what was it like being?
We kind of had our own thing at the start because we were playing like metalcore and shit, and like we just kind of started our own thing, and then started coming to like Smackdown and shit, and then learnt about the hardcore scene kind of. And
So how did you find out about heavy music before going to shows then? What was it?
I showed up I used to go to Upset Records every Saturday and watch, like, that's where I saw Antag. Parkway Drive played there, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I went to that show. That was my first time seeing Parkway.
Was Carpathian on that show too?
I can't remember. I remember
I think
it was
Carpathian did their own thing.
I moshed so hard at that show, bro.
But yeah, I don't know how I found out. I used to hang out in Garden Place, and then I found out there was a record store there. I didn't realize like that it was like connected to the hardcore scene, and then I found out that there was shows there, and I was like, well, I want to go like watch bands like Bullet for My Valentine and shit. And then I stumbled across Antag and all that. I'm just fucking rolled in the deep after that. Like,
It rolls in from there, eh? You make friends and start bands and
I had two things. Mine was I got sent to Christian school, and then they had that parachute music festival, and so I just went with like schoolmates like to that and saw The Chase and Saving Grace there, which was like two of my early ones. And then the other thing is I got the Taste of Chaos compilation CD, which had like Parkway, Antag, Mindsnare, all of those old Australian bands that are coming back now, like 50 Lions and all of that shit. And so it was like, this crossover into finding the local scene, and then, Hand Down, Smackdown, etc., etc.
Yeah. So the Christian scene was massive in New Zealand.
Yeah.
It was like, I'm only just kind of learning this now because like back in the day, I was like hell anti it. Like we started a band just to be anti-Christian.
Yeah.
But when you're older and a little bit, chiller, and then like listening about it and how like those parachutes look like a good time. I don't know why I was mocking it, like, because I was actually like a bit of like a normie, like in between going to hardcore shows, I go to D&B shows, and I go to R&V, like a New Year's festival, dance festival with my schoolmates like every year. And then all of a sudden I'm hassling you guys for going to like watch actual heavy bands at a festival. I'm like hootsing it out with everyone. But those look like a good time. Like it was like Parachute was like a festival that you could like camp at. I saw the live shows of it. People went mental in the pit. There was like those tents and like
Chase was crazy.
And Chase was a good band.
Yeah, good band.
That's when I first saw like pitting and shit, like for like pit style and all that sort of shit. Would have been watching Saving Grace at the Palladium or some shit. Like there was fucking heaps of people there as well. So
Under Earth, the main stage.
Yeah, we did that. We played it as well, Past the Sky 2 years in a row. It's like we're like 16, 17, and there's like a tent full of people, like 500-600 people, like sort of thing. So it's like, you think you're the fucking man as well, you know? It's like, but no, we had a good thing going. And then, eventually kind of crossed over into Palace was ending, and then Void opened. Yeah, and then Void's kind of where it all like came together. Like I was playing Nightmares. It's just,
And then what were you doing, Dustin? What was because you started your own bands at the time, right?
It was, I had a thing, tried to start a band with Bruce and Simon and Zach, which is like a straight up hardcore punk, but didn't happen. So Bruce and I started Downside, and then, we played a few shows, and then we quit the band, and then Rob continued it.
I didn't realize you were in Downside.
We started that.
That's
Bruce
crazy.
And I,
And then were you doing The Assassin?
He
moved to Australia.
I moved to Australia with Valjean.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember that?
Wow.
Band?
So this is. Oh, well, I was going to introduction with the Hammer Time guys moving, but you moved first with Valjean. Didn't you change the band name though?
No.
Oh, okay.
We played like a few shows over here. Just didn't work out. We were like kids, just doing drugs and drinking alcohol, and didn't actually know it. Like it was.
How'd that not work out?
What? It's weird. I thought we were.
You should try again.
So I went back home, finished uni, and then I was like, Jordan Armstrong. He was messaging me as I was moving home. He was like,
Dead Dreamers moved to the UK.
Yeah.
And two of them were in Hammer Time.
Yeah.
And so
I was moving home. Jordan's like, do you want to join this band? I was like, this band sucks, but I'll just join it for funds. And then just because my mates were in it.
Here we fucking go.
No, because I don't know. Like I just wasn't into that kind of hardcore. Like I don't know. It was just not what like I'd like Cry Wolf. I like The Chase. I like Comeback. It like that kind of more like youth core-y shit.
Melodic hardcore.
And then I joined anyways, and then I just started writing everything for Hammer Time. And
Just
I made it
Jordan
like
was
a
too
rock
lazy.
and roll hardcore kind of vibe to it, which was cool. This was cool.
Rad.
Got to actually, it was nice to like get to meet Dylan and like hear all the stories about all the old heads that I never actually got to meet when I was going to shows as a younger kid.
He was like this notorious like piece of folklore.
Yeah.
You know, back in the day, it's like fucking boogeyman, you know, or like you could say his name 3 times in the mirror and he'll fucking appear or some shit. Like, that's how he was talked
He
about.
says his name 3 times in the mirror, and then a fist comes out of the mirror.
and knocks you out. Like.
Knocks you out.
But yeah, like that's the kind of how he was talked about, and like so you'd heard all these stories from guys a bit older than me. And then I fucking met him. He's actually a legend. Like he's actually the sickest guy. Like,
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
He's the most loyal dude I know. He's fucking he's a legend. He looked after us, and like we wouldn't have moved to Australia if it wasn't for him. Like yeah, he's funny.
Well, two things on that. I also had similar experiences. Like I was like the younger generation joining the burial. I got to join with like
With the
Watty
sickest
from
guns, like.
Promise and Damaged, and Boozy was on guitar from Antag and Promise too, and James Horden from old death metal bands, and then Matt from who would have been from Upheld, and, you know that stuff. So I was
Used
like
to
the
listen to
grom who
Upheld.
joined that, and then I got to join Antagonist too. So and that was I had the similar thing where you just like learning, and it'd be real cool to have that same experience. I'm not sure if it happens so much here and in Australia, but I think because in New Zealand you've got like you don't have so much of a selection of bandmates that you steal from the younger generation because they haven't been burnt and lost all their money yet, and they don't know that it's a bad idea yet. Do you know what I mean?
I'm from Tasmania, so I know that.
You're talking about.
Yeah.
What was the second thing that you were talking about? Oh, so that's actually an interesting point that you guys, a lot of people actually tried to leave New Zealand at the same time. Val John, and then you're right, Dead Dreamers tried to go to the UK, and then
Voyage came over here. I think.
Voyage come to
yeah.
Melbourne.
Yeah.
too.
Voyage and Val John were playing the same shows together because we moved over at the exact same time. So we were hanging out heaps, and then I moved back home, and then Too Late started because they moved back home, right?
Yes. So I was in Too Late, and then when those Too Late guys come back, like J-Sag and stuff, when he come back, I left so he could rejoin,
Yeah.
Right.
which is my story.
Fucking good drummer, right?
Yeah. So that's well, not to bum on them too hard, but like that all kind of failed for everyone, didn't it?
Well, at the time.
Well, it failed for everyone who tried to move, and I just want to highlight how hard it is.
It's not
How hard it is to leave your
Yeah.
home, to leave your family, to
again,
leave your fucking car too. Not having a car sucks.
Yeah, bro,
But
Yeah, because it's all the networking thing, right? So it's like, you grow up and you meet people in New Zealand in your scene, and then you move into a new ecosystem, and you know no one.
no one.
Start the shit from fresh.
Yeah, you
all
do. Like
again.
you do. Like with Hammer Time, it's like we didn't have any credit in Australia. Like we had a few things. Like a few people helped us out a bit. Like because we had toured with These Nuts in New Zealand. Like JJ helped us out for a tour, and like. But then
Trent from Relentless.
Yeah, Trent.
Yeah,
Well, he put out like all the Hammer Time stuff, and like you get a few things, but then people see you and they're just like, I don't know them,
Zealand,
not my
yeah.
cup of tea. Yeah. You're like proud of it. You're like, New Zealand band, and then they're like, well, you're.
Yeah.
Well, that's another thing. Eh? Like you're not like a you're not like a true international.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that the Antagonist guys moved to Australia for like 10 years, like kind of the same time as you guys. And I never moved. I was always the guy who stayed.
Yeah.
And but it's kind of like, did you guys come across, maybe especially with Hammer Time, probably your attitude's probably not now because you're established and playing in Terminal Sleep and stuff, but at the time, like, I don't think that New Zealanders in Australia are treated as true internationals in your psyche, in the back of your mind.
No.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like, if there's a promoter and you ask to get on like an Australian tour, you like the competition is so hard in Australia. There's so many good local bands. Like I've seen first local Australian bands, like their first show shred.
Yeah, right,
The level's so high.
Yeah.
And then from a promoter's point of view, like you're not going to pay international rates to a Kiwi band.
Yeah, they treat you like a local.
It's
It's like you're in the same pool as like.
And then
the
if you're a
locals.
local, you need to be as good as the Australian locals.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then you're way harder to get. It costs a whole lot more money.
Exactly.
So from my point of view, just a completely honest one, is that, the Kiwis in Australia, you're not really seen
Yeah.
as like an equal international you're not special.
Yeah.
And then since there's the Australian-New Zealand beef, you've actually got that to deal with too.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
At the same time,
So it's kind of like, yeah. I mean, how did you guys come across any of that, or is that just in my mind?
Like in terms of like people just like not fucking with us, or
Well, just trying to get more shows in the local band. So you guys moved over there with, let's just take Hammer Time for example.
Yeah.
And you tried to get local shows, and then, I mean, what was the aim? If 5 people move over to Australia, it's because you want to play more shows.
yeah,
And then what happened?
not a lot.
No, not a lot.
Like we did it. We put out another 7-inch recorded. Did a 7-inch. I used to like book stuff back then, so I like set up a East Coast run for that, and it just kind of like got to a point where it's like, do we want to do it? Like, we all kind of got over it. It's like it's hard to like level up, I think.
At that point in time, hardcore wasn't really like thriving as it is now.
It was going
as
back
well.
to like metalcore hardcore, I think, at that
Yeah.
time, you know, like
So 2015-ish?
Yeah.
2016 we moved.
2016, yeah.
Which is crazy because I went from 2007 and then moved in 2016. So I've done music in Australia just as long as I've done it in Hamilton.
Wow.
Yeah, which is crazy. Yeah.
That's mental.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the band broke up, and then we both started joined
stuff,
Yeah,
yeah.
started different stuff.
Good stuff.
And then Will,
And it was like that networking thing, right? It's like because we'd been there for like, I don't know, what, 5-6 years at that point or whatever. It's like we'd finally started meeting people. And so when we started new stuff, it got taken more seriously. We knew the right people and
Yeah.
yeah, had an idea of what was going on. So, yeah.
I think one of the harder things about Australia too, especially coming from a New Zealand perspective, you see a whole lot of stuff going on in Australia. And when you turn up to Australia is actually kind of hard to be into just because geographically.
Yeah.
Like if you turned up in like LA or if you turned up in Europe and you can drive to like a new country in a couple of hours, the amount of distance that separates like Australian cities is
Yeah,
massive,
man.
right?
The
So like,
amount of money as well involved in
But you
touring.
think of like, I remember in Hamilton when we'd go down to Wellington to play a show, it was like the big 8-hour drive.
Yeah,
That's
it's the
your
biggest
shortest one in Australia for a show, you know? It's like Adelaide's 8 hours, Sydney's 9 hours.
Sydney, the Brisbane one's a killer.
Yeah.
sunrise till sunset drives.
Yeah,
it's a good training like field for like coming to Europe because the drives are so easy now. Like
Yeah.
you're just like 5 hours.
A piece of
Sweet.
piss.
No,
Yeah,
yeah.
Very good point.
I go get lunch in that time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it's good. It's good to like get you in the mindset of like you're gonna be in this car forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one of the things I want to do with like helping this podcast is because most of it's like a New Zealand crowd. I'm not sure if you guys would agree, but one of the things, because it's like a New Zealand crowd and people are always asking like the older people for like kind of like advice, and like they will watch this and be trying to, you know, figure out, just like you do when you watch older bands, like what have these guys done? And then I hate to like bag on like Australia, but I would say like if someone wanted to move, like, and you're in New Zealand, don't move to Australia.
Nah.
Go to like LA or go to like
Yeah,
Europe.
if you can.
So the advantage of Australia is that you're close to home. But
Yeah.
I've already moved to the UK, and I mean, being away from home is being away from home.
Yeah.
It's like wherever it is, and it would, like, if you want to go to the source, like, and especially because we're all like 30, right? Like, if you wanted to tell someone that was 20, or if you wanted to tell yourself that was 20, where to go, it would be like Los Angeles, Germany, London.
Yeah.
Because Australia is still as far away as New Zealand is from the rest of the world as well. So
Exactly.
you just got to grind. You know, if you
How
want
much
to
is a return flight? Like,
Fucked up.
Yeah.
Insane.
And it doesn't matter how cool you are, the flight doesn't get cheaper, does it?
Not at all.
You know how fucking cool I am?
And the thing with like New Zealand is you can go to the UK if you're like under 30 or something for 2 years without like a working visa or something. So like why not just
Do
fuck
that.
off to the UK for 2 years as a young band
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
do it
then-
now.
and just do it for 2 years, see what happens, and then you can figure out the rest from there.
Yeah.
What about, I mean, you obviously come from the Philippines,
Yeah.
and then you moved to Hamilton, being away from your family and stuff as well. So how was moving to Australia? Did you do that with Hammer Time?
No, so I was obviously with the boys.
Yeah.
They moved a year earlier. So you guys moved 16, yeah, and then I moved 2017.
Yeah, something like that.
But yeah, when they moved, I was gonna fill in for Alessio, but like he ended up playing the shows. That was a Zimbabwe.
First one, Chihuahua
Yeah.
ones. Yeah, you were going to wait and come back a bit later, but...
But yeah, it worked out because like when I moved to Australia, Dad has there was a subcontractor position, so I did that. So I was like, kind of makes sense. The boys are already there. I'm gonna move. There's a job already, so yeah.
Rad.
Yeah.
And it's all working out sweet. You guys enjoy living in Australia? How long? I mean, would you ever try and be a citizen?
Yeah,
Can you be
I
a
need to
citizen?
do it.
So I have a son, so like I need to.
I need to be able to get the dole, though.
Beneficial.
Straight up.
They can't get the dole, car.
My mum's been hassling me to get my like Europeans passport for the last like 3 years. I'm like, I'll get onto it, and then the boys.
Where's she from?
My dad's from Italy, so
So you can get a passport.
I could just move here.
Bro, same as Jack from New Zealand. His mum's from the UK and he's got like a UK passport. So he just turns up and he's just like a citizen. And it costs him nothing. Maybe it costs him $200 to get the visa.
Mum's been bugging me for like 2 years, and then the boys offered me, the terminus loop offered me to come over, and she's like, "See, told you should have had your European passport."
We're the two people who have like, because I'm half English as well, and I just haven't renewed my shit since Brexit. I'm just like, oh fuck, I'm never gonna live in the UK again. So we both could have had this type of shit, just both not done it. I think I'll renew when I get home. Only a few $100. You should definitely do the Italian one.
Yeah, I'm going to. I'll get to it. Yeah, don't worry, Mum.
So when we first came over, it was actually that Zabulba weekend, and like we all came over. In Melbourne, in the CBD, the GPS isn't like very good when you're like on maps.
Okay.
And like, so it kind of like drifts around and shit. And so Dylan had been
Just normally, or like when you're in a tunnel?
no, it'll be like you're walking. It might say that you're like on the next parallel street over, or like you're in a building, or sort of thing. It's not very exact.
I've never
And so
seen this before.
if you're trying to like use maps on walking mode, it's real fucky, and it tells you to go this way and that way. So basically, Dylan's trying to like get us somewhere. It was me, these guys. Were you there?
Yeah, it was
No, you guys picked us up, Patrick and myself.
Jordan was there.
Patrick was
Me
there.
and Jordan fucking
So anyway, it was mainly Patrick was like, for instance, Dylan's trying to get us to this place. He's getting fucked off as at his phone, right? He's just like, keeps on looking at it. He's like, oh, fuck, I don't know which way to go. And like, getting like mad and shit. And Patrick Laundry is just like completely winding them up. He's like, oh, come on, Dylan, where do we go? Which way? Sort of thing. And we go into Southern Cross Station, which is like, when you first get to Melbourne, it's like crazy. It's like the big train station. It's like 2-story, and we're on the 2nd story. We'd been going like, I think we'd been like traveling for about 15 minutes, and so Dylan's getting fucked off as at this point. And we walk out onto like the balcony on the 2nd level, and Patrick says something again. He's like, which way are we going then, Dylan? And then Dylan goes, fuck this, and just throws his brand new iPhone off the ledge onto the train tracks. Oh, sorry, I was like, throws it off the ledge onto the train tracks. Yeah. And he's like, oh, fuck. Brand.
Oh yeah.
You can't get it.
No, I think he managed to get it back.
Did he?
I think so. Yeah.
But surely it was
Could be
fucked
wrong,
because he had
yeah.
to get another phone after that.
Oh,
And so
yeah.
when he moved there, he got it on the plane.
Threw it at the ground, smashed it, picked it up, and
That's right. Yeah,
He threw it on the ground, and then
cracked,
because it was cracked, he threw it off
because he
onto
was
the train
pissed off
tracks.
that it was cracked. He's like, oh fuck.
It was good.
I love how Patrick knew he was pushing his buttons because, like, if you're a fucking smart ass, like me, then you know, like I could see, like, you know, we were hanging out with him, you could see when he's getting racked up, and if you want to raise the temperature, you can.
I guess Dylan lived with Patrick at their house, so he knew how to fucking wind him up. They were living together and shit, so he loved it. Patrick loved it.
Yeah. Oh, who loves a good fucking Dylan Knuckles story? Yeah. There's a good one. Have you seen the Burial Last Show?
I think the video that Dallas
Where it's just like, it just pans over to the mosh pit. It's just Dylan has this guy by the collar and he's just like, smash. It's not like a mosh movie, nothing. It's just like a punch, a real straight line too. Like,
he's pumped a few people for me, to be honest. He's a good lad.
The camera angle like pans off like it never happened. What just happened? Oh, so good.
Miss him, man.
Have you met this guy?
No, I haven't.
He's really hard to explain to people who don't know who he is.
Is he nice when you met him, mate?
Is he in Melbourne or back in New Zealand?
He was in
He's in
Melbourne.
Mexico now.
Oh, he's the guy who's running the merch shit, hey?
Yeah.
For Bailey.
Yeah, fucking Todd sent him a video of Hammer Time playing the other day. And it, like, Jordan's like fucking up the solo or something, and then it pans to me, and then the fucking...
Yeah, Dylan messages, and he's like, fuck, I hate that cunt.
Ruthless, G, ruthless.
Yeah, it's cracker. I think it's funny as.
Yeah, it's good.
Hammer Time was a good time. I mean, it
was awesome in
That's
New
when the
Zealand.
scene was like really small and like, fuck, it was hanging on by threads. It was band members attending bands shows.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that was Hammer Time was great because it filled the niche of the show. Like no one else was playing the same. I guess that's one advantage of Australia. Like in Australia, people really fighting for like the same genre, and there's a lot of people trying to play the same. Not a lot of people. Well, I mean, there's a lot of people trying to play the same thing better.
Yeah.
But in New Zealand, no one's playing the same thing.
Yeah, way more originality doing that.
Yeah.
Like, fucking every suburban metalcore band in Melbourne sounds exactly the same.
Yeah, it's great, like, because we went to Tasmania, like, and played some shows with his friends, and it kind of, like, scratched my itch of, like, wanting to go back to New Zealand because it was the same thing. It was four different bands. Every band was different.
Sick bands.
They all fucking ruled. Because I went there with that, like, same mentality. I was like, oh, it's Tassie. It'll be kind of shit. The show will be all right, whatever. And I was like, bro, these bands fucking rule.
Yep.
And it's like, they're all different. And it's like, the thing I miss about home is like, people can play. You don't go to a show and it's just like the same shit. You know, it's like, yeah, that's what I miss about
I will
home.
say though, you do have a bigger scene, and like that's bound to happen. And it doesn't help that you have extremely successful Australian bands. So if you've got like Parkway, and you've got like Prom Queen, Alpha Wolf, Amity Affliction, now Terminal Sleep, Starve,
Speed.
and Speed, and you're looking up to these guys. I mean, who could really blame someone for being like, I want a bit of that?
Take some
so
influence.
like, I suppose it is. It's one of those things. It is what it is.
Especially with the younger bands, it's kind of like you like a band, you start writing shit like that band, so that makes sense. It's just a bit strange when you get older heads.
Yeah.
You know?
And we don't want to be those guys, right? You don't want to hold anyone back. You know, so do whatever you want to do. Fuck it.
Yeah.
All right, so I mean, you're currently playing in Starve, and then Hammer Time finishes up, and
Hammer Time finishes up, and then he starts
start
stuff.
Starve.
then you start Starve.
Yep.
Yeah.
You guys are bandless. Wink, wink.
He had gold
I
teeth.
joined Gold Teeth, which
Oh, Gold Teeth,
Gold Teeth.
Yeah,
Jordan.
Exile
Gold
played a
Teeth in
show
your
with
face.
Gold Teeth.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, we
right.
did, yeah.
Jordan,
That's our first
Jordan
show.
Keegan.
Keegs Max on vocals.
Yeah.
Fucking
Oh,
geeks.
classic
Leon
Keegs
drums, Max.
Fuck, I remember driving in this like shitbox car, and it's like something like there was like missing a gear, or there was like no brakes or something. Like he's funny though.
He's
Like,
Classic
funny
Keegan.
Oh, yeah.
there's like funny cunts like Jordan Armstrong, and then there's just like, you know, if you ever met like, there's like proper tradie humor, which like
That's Keegan.
That's Keegan,
Yeah.
and then like
You
there's
should see
only
him now, bro. He's turned into just an Aussie
Like-
tradie.
Footy,
Footy,
AFL.
mullets, fucking.
He got a clown tattooed on his fucking head, and then, like a guy with a gun tattooed on the other side of his head. Sent me a photo. He's like, check this out. Just got tattooed in Thailand. I was like,
Sick.
Full Aussie, Aussie Bogan lad.
far out.
yeah, he's
So
hectic.
before we get into Terminal Sleep, you started Starve first. Give me a bit of backstory about Starve.
I was just real bored, and I wanted to start a band again, and I wanted to do, like, I guess, old like Hollow Crown by Architects. I just wanted to worship that, and I couldn't do it. So, but Starve was like a thing. I couldn't write like
Those rough.
fucking Tom. Yeah, I couldn't. Yeah, Tom's riffs were crazy. So I just did Starve. I got a bunch of. I had the drummer of A Burden. Do you remember that band? No. You don't want to know about that. You don't worry about that. Drummer of A Burden. Then I got the guitarist of what was his band called? Who was Liam Brown playing for?
No, yeah.
Just this like
I do know. I played at festival.
I can't remember the name of the band.
Yeah, doesn't matter, bro.
Doesn't matter. Just a
None
bunch
them
of
matter
people
anymore.
who played in bands that I had met through the like metalcore scene,
And go
and
to
I was
bang.
just like, yeah, going to Bang.
Oh, Bang.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Bang.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I was like, yo, do you guys want to play in my metalcore band? And just wrote the shittest EP ever. but I had something to release, and the vocalist at the time, or the vocalist of Starve, is Jordan fucking Dunbar, and he had been in the scene forever, and he was known in the scene as like the kid who would always get up and do like guest spots, but he had never been in a band before, and I'd never heard him scream before, but I was just like, oh yeah, we always like talked about shoes and shit. I was like, yeah, do you want to join my band? He's like, yeah, I can scream. And the first time I heard him scream was when he was doing like the takes for the EP.
Wow.
So yeah, we recorded that EP 3 times because the first time it got lost, it got deleted off some dude's computer, and then the second time we had to redo it. Because there was like a few files left over. The second time we redid it, and then the files were corrupt. And then the third time we did it with Mikey from Gloom in the Corner and sent it to Scotty to mix and master from Alpha Wolf. And that's how the connection came with like Scotty.
So
we did
Scotty's a good camp.
Yeah, he's a legend. Yeah. Did all the rest with Scotty and Lance. And the rest is history. Just played shows.
Yeah. And then now like you're like a rising up and coming band.
Yeah. Well, I joined after COVID. He didn't have a drummer, and then so I joined and released Ripper EP. Fucking good one.
I locked myself in the basement for like 2 weeks and wrote a sick EP.
Okay.
Yeah, and that happened, and that was kind of when stuff kind of like started taking off. Yeah. And then you just finished the album. Yeah, and I was doing both at the time, Terminal Sleep and Starve, and then it
drumming for both, right?
Yeah, and it just got too much.
Did you ever hear of Anticline?
Yes.
Fucking best band in the world. So their drummer Darcy, he played Starve's first show as a fill-in, and Anticline were breaking up at this point, and Terminal Sleep were popping off. So I kind of like was like to Todd, I was like, this is like your opportunity to like get out of Starve. We can get Darcy, like he's offered to come. Like,
make it work for everyone, you know, like and just everyone be on, like can do 100%, you know, because I couldn't really give it that anymore. So yeah.
Fair enough.
And now we're just writing we're writing a new single at the moment, and it's almost done. We're recording with Clayton from the Brain Studios.
He did there many times.
Yeah, he's a fucking legend. And we're bringing back pig squeals, gang vocals, and just like beat down shit.
Nostalgia.
Sounds like Australian street soldier.
Yeah, it's sick. Yeah,
Mad.
So we're going way heavier with the next shit. The album I was just trying to rip off Crywolf Disasters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
interesting.
so there's like a few songs on there that's just like kata.
Yeah,
there's quite a few Starve songs that are like names of things.
Oh yeah, Crywolf.
Crywolf
names. Yeah,
that's cool, man. That's cool. I bring that like got like
Promise of Bloodshed.
Damaged, Promise of Bloodshed. I think I'm going to turn it into like kind of like a little meme situation where like all of Wadsy's bands, or like Boozy's bands, I'll just name a song.
Boozy cool.
It'll get forgotten if it doesn't happen. Do you know what I mean? Like nobody. You don't know any of these old New Zealand bands, right? And then
I know Crywolf and Antag. That's pretty much it.
And then so many people come and go on the scene. Do you know what I mean? Like there's only that one person with an anonymous account that says, "Oh, you named the song after this band." It's like
exactly.
It's crazy. Like apart from the guys like doing bands in New Zealand now, like a lot of the like photos I see, I don't know anyone like anymore. Like so it's
Matt came back from New Zealand after like 10 years, and I remember like when he first moved back, he was at this new venue probably never been to. Big fan, it's RE10 in all ages, and I remember looking off a stage at him, and he was just standing by himself.
No one even knows.
I was like, you don't know anybody.
Poor guy.
That's 4 years. It's been cool seeing you do the Kiwistyle podcast and like seeing all these like young bands.
Well, it's still people that we know and played shows. But
you had those young kids on a few months ago. We watched it at your house.
The Wellington crew. Luca.
Awesome. But Geordie was in one else. So,
true.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Geordie and Connor, who filled in for drums on the Australian Exile tour, that real early Honest Crooks.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, and then we did that. We did the No Zodiac one together, eh?
All right, rounding out the pod. We're here because we're playing in Terminal Sleep, right?
Yeah.
Tell us about how Terminal, whoever was the first person in the band.
It would have been me.
Oh, yeah. Go on then.
So it was myself and Beck were at a music fest in Sydney called Invasion Fest. And I'd been playing in a punk band for like 3 to 4 years, which is the band that I kept on coming up here with.
Which is who, bro?
A band called Clowns.
Oh, yeah.
So I knew them from a while back. Like, I played in a lot of bands in Melbourne, but known those guys for a while, and they wanted a second guitarist and some other lineup changes. And I said no the first time, and then the second time I was like, oh no, and then asked me a third time. I'm like, I think they got announced for some like ridiculous festival in Europe, and I'm like, yeah, I've got to say yes to this sub shit.
Yeah.
So I was doing that 3 to 4 years, but it's not really my music. So I come from more this world.
Yeah.
And
like deodorant and stuff.
True. And like, I was thinking about leaving, and myself and Beck were watching, I think it was Justice for the Damned, funny enough. And we had jammed at one point with a couple of members for a band called Diploid, which were a more grindy band.
Yeah.
And we were going to do a like kind of Shackles rip-off, gnarly grind, power violence kind of band.
Yeah.
And while doing that, I think I asked Beck to have a sing or something. And I went, oh, she sounds fucking psycho.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
it was
yeah.
awesome. And then that never went anywhere. And then we're at Invasion Fest watching Justice, and I'm like, do you want to just do a fucking heavy band?
Yeah.
Just start doing it. And I'm like, yeah. So I left Clowns and then started demoing just from there. I think it was when I just came into lockdown then. So we're just demoing shit. And then acquired the crew. Yeah. And then, we've just been doing that ever since. But it's just an amalgamation of... Because I was going to do, like, more beat-downy type of shit.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Are we talking American or Eastern European?
Here we fucking go.
It would have
Because
been...
I'm real into the English second language beatdown. That's my shit, G. Yeah. Like fucking Spawn of Disgust.
Gnarly.
Early Nasty. Actually, all of Nasty's discography. Yeah.
But then I think Todd went, let's not tune too low. Let's tune the drop B. And I was like, doing beat-down shit in a higher tuning just doesn't... feel right. I get too bored trying to record it, so then just turn into like what it is now. And now it's just like kind of anything heavy and cool or whatever is just put into the one band, and it somehow is working.
What's the tuning you're in?
Drop B.
Drop B. Oh,
It's not
nice.
that low.
Yeah.
It's just like early 2000s metalcore.
Yeah. Well, I was about to say, what's the influences?
How would you
'Cause,
describe it?
dude,
Learning the songs in 4 days.
There's heaps of notes.
What tuning Starvin?
Starvin A. Gates to Hell are in drop C.
See, yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's insane.
Yeah,
Okay.
still
Heavy as fuck.
Yeah.
So it's kind of
You
like,
don't need to go low, bro.
if you're looking at the influences, it would be kind of like, when I was 19, this would have been 2007, I was really into the album Ruined by Architects, which is like techie shit, very different to what they sound like now. And then while starting this, I've been listening to a band from Paris called Worst Out. A lot of her on Days now, and they have like dive bombs into every breakdown and stuff. They're my favorite metallic hardcore band. At the moment.
Worst Out from Germany.
Worst Out from Paris.
Oh, from Paris. Okay, yeah.
Which
That's
fucking-
a BDHW band.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they fucking rule, and so it's kind of like just
Oh, hold on. Worst Out is the Headbusser members.
yes,
Yeah.
that band. So I was listening to their demos ages ago, and I was like, this is fucking awesome. I want to do some shit like this, but also my old wanky nerdy shit like this. So it's kind of just put it in the one band. So it's like a lot of metallic hardcore bits. Then there's like, I guess those little sprinkles of deathcore and metalcore kind of shit.
Nice.
In the
Sound
one
like
band.
a good recipe.
Yeah, and it was somehow working. Like, people, it confuses people, but it's kind of cool because it's that, it's cool because it's that mix of shit. And like, obviously, like, you can probably tell like Converge influences and stuff in there as well.
Yeah.
But like, it fits us in this weird, like, great situations because we can play a fucking punk hardcore show. We can also play a death metal show. We can play all these different bills where if we pick the one thing, you're kind of a little bit more, you're just playing this type of shit. So we kind of got lucky with that, and it's, the new album's that, but more, it's like, well, what we're writing at the moment, so
More Converge.
definitely more Converge.
Converge is like the collective
Influence.
band, or something that we all like.
Yeah.
But we can kind of fit on anything. Like we can play with Friends of Rom, and then play with Spite, and and then
That's interesting influences. It's good
the 3 Euro festivals that were announced. The first one was like emo, like Taking Back Sunday and Alexis on Fire.
That's right.
Second one was like a deathcore festival. I think it's the Fat.
Don't
Fest.
play with you.
Oh, Fat Fest. I'm not sure if it's pronounced like that.
Yeah.
But it certainly looks like it.
Fat Fest.
And then Epa Fest, which is a hardcore festival. Those are like the first 3 that announced like with go on anything.
If it's gonna be fucking sick.
Yeah.
We
I'm
fucking
pumped for that.
Yeah.
So good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Coming back to Europe so soon.
Yeah.
Cash.
Another couple of
It's
months.
gonna be good. We got a lot more DB'd in the new shit as well, so quick bits for people to watch.
You're writing? Who's writing?
All right. Yeah.
Cool.
But there's a lot on my plate with this new one. Writing 10 songs is a fucking
Oh, dude. Right. I wrote 10 songs and then wrote lyrics to them after.
Oh,
Fuck that.
that's even worse.
Yeah, it was hell. And then released it on March 24th, a week after COVID lockdown 2020.
Oh,
Yeah. Gun to the head,
that
bro.
is dope.
So dialing it back.
Yeah.
So you've got you and Bex Australians, and then you come across these two Kiwis. How do you
Yeah.
link up with Dustin and Todd?
That was interesting because it was through the other guitarist had filled in for a band that Todd was playing in at one point.
Yeah.
So
He got me on drums.
Yeah.
Like, he was like, I know a drummer. And then I was like, shit, bro, I know a guitarist. You got Dustin.
yeah.
Yeah, it was funny because like I was learning
Bassist.
Skynet songs as
Yeah.
a guitar because I
Yeah.
never played bass.
Oh,
in a
really?
band. This is my first time
Oh
playing
yeah,
bass.
because you were playing
Blind Threats.
Blind
we
Threats,
did
yeah.
Blind Threats,
Guitar, so I wrote songs there, and then like I was learning Skynet songs before Terminal Sleep, but I never heard from them. So like,
How sick is Xcarnate though?
yeah, that was a good band. Yeah,
They're fucking awesome.
but then like Toddy hit me up like, hey, do you want to play bass? I'm like, I've never played bass in a band, but I'll give it a go.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah,
we're
now
from the
look
get-go.
at you.
Nice,
Yeah.
easy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some guitarists who refuse to play bass. I either like needed, well, everyone's needed a million fill-ins a million times,
Bass,
but I've
yeah.
actually come across asking guitarists if they will play bass, and I can think of two guys that said no.
Really?
Yeah, because it was bass. Yeah.
Same bass is
fun.
fun
It's fun,
as
man.
fuck.
It's so
It's
fun.
so good.
Drunk, hungover, asleep.
You can do it all, bro.
But dialing in a mad bass tone and being in front of it is like one
Yeah.
of the best fucking feelings. When it's
Yeah.
like
And
pushing.
learning the whole set like up down too.
Yeah.
So you've just got like flow up down. That's what I really liked about it. Yeah.
It's fun.
Oh yeah. And what's the future for Terminal Sleep? You guys are going to land. You're going to finish off this tour in a couple days. We're going to link up again and play Fat Fest together. Maybe
sick.
we'll, because we're on the same agency on Avocado too. So
Yeah,
maybe
Avocado,
we'll link
yeah.
up on that same tour. Because I mean, if you guys are going to pay all that money, you're going to have to do more than fucking 3 shows. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. So what have you guys? What have you
Harm's
guys?
Way?
Harm's Way Australia.
Harm's
Oh yeah, that's
Way.
going to
I'm
be
not
dope.
promoting it right now, but kind of
Oh,
fan. But yeah, it's like
Yeah.
Harm's Way.
Are you gonna do double sets for the Melbourne show?
Also, you're going to play more often now? You're going to be playing these shows? Are you coming back to Europe?
Yeah, I'm doing a Harm's Way tour, and then Starv's also playing the Melbourne show. So
Oh, no way.
back
Sick.
to back
Double
sets.
set.
Yeah,
Cool.
it's gonna be sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then coming back for Euro Summer, and that's kind of what we've got linked up. And yeah,
And when are we going to release this album?
I think we're gonna do. I've got to finish some shit when we get back. Got like maybe 8 out of
Gonna be a
10
while,
done. But then we'll do. So I'll do my pre-pro, and then we'll do more pre-pro with Elliot Gallart in Sydney. Got to figure that out, and then I think we'll do the Europe tour, which will be about a month, and then come back, and then hopefully book in a recording time in the second half of the year.
probably looking next year for
Yeah.
album.
Yeah.
We still need to finish this single though.
Yeah, we've got a single that will be coming out on Nuclear Blast.
Yeah.
Just before we go to Europe.
Cool. You just let that out of the bag.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
so let's
that's what you're going for. Huh?
Yeah.
we'll put a little chop scene in here. So let's
Yeah.
talk about Nuclear Blast, and if it happens, we'll chuck it in. And if we don't talk about it, we won't.
Yeah, so single out. We've signed Nuclear Blast. Single come out probably just before the Euro Summer, and then record album when we get back. And then I imagine because it always takes so much longer than you think it is. How long did it take you to record that fucking album?
I had to go.
You
I had to
went
go to
to
Sean's
Brisbane
studio in Brisbane,
about
and
5
I slept on
times.
his couch. Yeah, and we just woke up in the morning, got breakfast, and worked on it together.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it was
So,
me and him that wrote that. It's fucking insane.
It'll be that.
Sean from
and then
Buyout, yeah.
No
get the
shit.
recording done. We'll get we have to do the videos, all of that shit. So it's going to take time before it's out, but I'd say the album will be coming next year.
Nice.
But yeah, we have been sitting on that for a while now. The whole Nuclear Blast thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's been in the works for like I don't know,
Quite a while now.
6 months or
Yeah.
Finally got the official like email you've all signed.
yeah.
Literally
there was
last
a
week
big
or this week or
changes,
some
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, on this tour. Which
Yeah,
is cool
right.
because Gates to Hell, same.
Same
Yeah,
label.
label mates, yeah.
True.
On our second show,
Tommy.
Tommy,
was
the
it?
guy who signed us, was over from America, and he brought like the CEO and like all these people to watch us. So we're like, oh, sick,
we bet
second
them.
show in Europe.
That's gnarly.
Yeah, got my play for all of them and stuff. So
And then I left my pedal board that show.
yeah, and we haven't had it back since.
All right. Before we try this out, I'll tell you a funny story. It has to do with record labels. So on that last single, we sent it to all like the big record labels, including Nuclear Blast. No reply from anybody. And then I'm driving down the road with like my family and my nana, and we're going to like a cafe in Mount Maunganui.
Yeah.
And I have my phone up on like the phone holder, and I see this like email comes in, bing, Resist Records.
Hey.
Bro, and I'm driving and fucking shitting myself. I'm like, fuck, I can't open this. I got to wait till I park. And then like, just like pins and needles, everything. Can't just like try not to crash the car. So I've emailed everyone. Resist, Nuclear Blast, just everybody. Sharp Tone, whatever. Park up. And then I've got my phone. I'm like, fuck, can't check it now because everyone wants to leave, right? Like, I just have it in my pocket. And then we're walking to the cafe. I opened my phone and I was like, fuck, should I open this now or should I open this after? Yeah. And I was like, nah, fuck it, I'm going to open it now. So I open it up and I'm just like, looking at it, and my heart rate is rising now, thinking about it. And then I open up the email, and Resist Records had signed me up to their newsletter. Their monthly newsletter. I was like, yeah. So that brings me back to Dylan throwing his fucking phone at the train track.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I'm glad I got a good story about that. So,
Did you unsub?
I think I unsubbed in a fit of rage, and that's how I've got an iPhone 15 Pro. So just
There you go.
Anyways, hey boys, thanks for coming on the podcast. Congratulations on your first international tour.
Cheers.
Congratulations on all the moves you're making. Like from just like a personal level, you know, we talked about we're all just like guys from New Zealand and Australia too, who are out here just putting your life on the line. Like we, could be doing real things that advance us in life. So
Keeping that dream alive, eh?
it's awesome. And thanks for your time. Kiwistyle podcast.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Kiwistyle.
Kiwistyle. All right, let's pack up.
All right.
Cool.
Thanks, heaps, man.
No worries. And that's another episode of the Kiwistyle podcast. It was awesome to meet up with the boys. I'm psyched to see them doing so well. How good to talk about stories from home and what they've been getting up to. During this podcast as well, they got signed to Nuclear Blast. Well, they said it in the podcast, and during that time, they've released their next single, and the band's only on an upward trajectory, I'm psyched to see them doing so well. Everyone is used to seeing Australians touring with the likes of Speed, Thyata's Murder, Amity Affliction, Alpha Wolf, Polaris, Parkway Drive, Kiwi international music people are so rare. Name a band. So I'm very proud of them. Even if they are in an Australian band, I'll try not to hold that against them. And if you've made it all the way to the end, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It's free. We're almost at 500 followers. It'd be sick if we get to 500. And if you didn't know, this channel has a Patreon. Patreon's a way you can support the channel. It's only a couple dollars or £1, and it means you get all episodes early. So this podcast was actually up on Patreon for a few weeks now, and right now there's an unreleased episode. Head over to Patreon to see what episode that is. I'll leave the link down in the description below. If you don't want to sign up to the Patreon, or you do and you want some merch, I've just reprinted these Exile t-shirts. Exile only uses artists from the hardcore scene, and with every order there's a free sticker pack. Exile.nz, link to that is in the description below. And that's another episode of the Kiwistyle podcast. I want to thank you guys for supporting the pod. We've got some really cool things to look forward to this year. More artists from the UK and Europe. Got some big ones coming up that I've got planned. I know you guys will stick around. See you guys next time on the Kiwistyle podcast.